Hello everyone, it's Jerry, Old Guy Review. So I'm gonna need to start out with Marco. I am sorry. I am so sorry that I am releasing this video. For the rest of you, this is currently done for the moment because I want to take it outside. The trx4 Sport with the lift kit. There was some headaches along the way. My pain will help you guys. I will tell you what I ran into. But first, let's get over to the bench. And there it sits. trx4 Sport. The long travel lift kit by Traxxas. Some wheels and tires. I snagged off of something else. Well, not the tires. I actually got the tires. But the wheels came off of something else. And I had to cabbage some parts off of another trx4. That's one of the tidbits we'll get into. Now, unfortunately, I haven't done this in forever, but these two twos, I can't find a measurement for the Traxxas two twos. So I don't know if these are slightly bigger, but I had to cut on the body. Oh, and it broke my heart. But I decided I was going to be a little bit silly with it, mainly on the graphics area. So let's go. I'll show you some of the painting, and then I'll tell you the first hiccup I had. So here we go. Textured roof. Not black, it's a pewter color, just to make it look a little different. And then you go down to the bottom, all rubberized undercoat. Had to put the labeling on it, trx4 Sport, in a subdued sort of sticker. Did my POWMIA sticker, 4x4 off-road. But if you can see my little, there's some imperfections. So normally what I do for texture, we'll break this up real quick. I use 3M rubberized undercoat. Well, none of the stores I normally get it from had it, so I tried this Rust-Oleum truck bed coating. And it even says on it, textured, non-skid. It says it's paintable. I forget where I saw that. It says here somewhere that you could paint it, which is what I do with the other rubberized undercoat I have, because I use these products, rubberized rim coating, and you get the custom wrap from Duplicolor. That's the primary. And then you can get these custom wrap effects paints where they'll tell you on there what you should normally do with them. And normally the backing only has to be a dark color. But for some reason, this does not like the Rust-Oleum. So I had some imperfections. But I figured since this truck is going to be out in the mud, out doing random things, that is not that big of an issue. So it's going to have some wear unintentionally. Okay, back. The wheels, because I did the wheels also with that paint, when I went to put the screws in, it just peeled that paint right off. So I used a dark Patriot blue with a flat coating on it just to make those wheels look different. Being that we had a blue suspension kit in there, I just figured we'd go with a blue. He couldn't find the correct blue, so he just got a blue that'll do. And then, of course, I did my silver Sharpie, do up the wheels. Thought it was really, I just like being goofy sometimes, and I just figured let's accent the axial on the Traxxas. So I also used, off of the Gladiator, I used the center caps. Whoa, whoa. But hillbilly style, these are RTV'd on. I didn't bother buying the long axle shafts for it, because who knows, maybe I'll do that later. We'll see how everything works. Oh, the running board is the same color as the topper, so that's going to start showing that wear as soon as it rubs on anything. I did the chrome accents on the windshield and the rain guards, what they used to call them, I don't know. Did the top one in chrome because there's nothing up there. Thanks to Matt at the SPG once again for letting me buy these stickers so I could use some of his stickers to make my truck silly. Going right underneath, I did up the covers. They come in a couple different colors, but not in a blue. So, did the blue, detailed up the nuts and the drain plug. And I thought that sticker just seemed exceptionally silly. So, it's on there. Same concept on the other side. Pretty much everything is exactly the same. I recycled an old sticker from the old HPI Trans Am sticker kit, since I don't throw anything away. Same thing again, rubberized undercoat. Had to cut the rear and the front for extra clearance with the wheels. Spinning her around. We got the same thing under the back. Got some more SPG license plate, state of denial, no money, spent it all license plate. And I'm sorry, all my Canadian friends, that is just a hilarious bumper sticker, and come on, you got to admit. So we got a little Traxxas. I did some more chrome on the rear hatch. And that's about it. Except for the few building faux pas I ran into. And then the painting issues. Now we're going to go underneath. And I'm going to show you some things we didn't talk about. Okay, there we go with the body off. So what we didn't talk about was I decided, as cheap as they were, to get me some inner fenders. Because both of my other trucks, my Defender and my Trax, have fender liners. But the fender liners for a Sport are skimpy. So you want a full size. The only ones I found that were offered was the 8072. And it was listed as, on the websites, it was listed as for the Bronco. This just says inner fender liner, front and rear, 2 each, rock light covers, and an 8-volt battery plate. And it comes with 4 screws. Come on, Traxxas. I had to dig in my parts bin. Thankfully, I had plenty of screws to put the rock light covers on, because I'm not doing rock lights yet. But I have plenty of room on this light kit. I'm only using one plug and I've got 4. So that is a thing. But what you're going to run into, and you might as well spend the $8 extra if you're going to do it, because on A main, the rear mount that comes on the TRX4 Sport will not work in this. It pushes the body too far back. So what you basically need is another front one. Unless you've got a Trax laying around, which is running the same front and rear. You're going to need that little guy. Oh, and that little guy. The one that comes with it is a lot different. So you'll need to order up 8215, which comes with all 4 body mounts that they put on their trucks. I looked in the book, and it's funny that the Trax in the book shows the same rear mount that was on this truck, but it's not the mount that's on that truck. So I stole it, put it on here so we could complete it. Now I called and talked to Steve at Traxxas about the gearing in these trucks. The 2 different selections they have, they're both 32 pitch spur gears, but you get, one's a 48 tooth, one's a 30. Oh man, what did I do with my note? Hold on 1 second. Back with my note. So all the trucks that have the locking diffs and the 2-speed transmission come with a 45 tooth spur gear and an 11 tooth pinion gear. So the Sport currently comes with a 39 tooth spur and a 17 tooth pinion gear. So Steve over at Traxxas told me, no problem, drop it down to 16 to compensate for the wheels and you will have no problem. So that's what I did. It's got a 16 in it now, ready to go. And it's kind of nice today, so I figured I might actually take it out for a quick little ride. And by nice, I mean it's 10 degrees. So, Traxxas, thanks Steve. We ended up chatting for like 20, 30 minutes. It was great. I really like that I can just call a number and talk to a human. So we got that straightened out. The fenders go on beautifully. You have to do a little bit of moving in the back one. The screws aren't quite the same setup, but you use all the screws that's on the truck to do this conversion. Now it will not get a ton of stuff inside. And now I'm thinking about doing an interior in this truck. So let's see what it does out in the snow. Let's go. Wait. I almost forgot that I wanted to show you the lineup of my TRX4 Sports. There's the Defender. Oh, look at that Blazer next to that Defender. Now the Traxxas TRX4 Trax Edition sits up higher anyways and still tiny. Now we can go outside. Sorry, guys. It's gone on a little longer than I thought it would, but this seems like it is doing what I wanted it to do. It went through, I left some trails, not cleaned off, just to see how it would do. And I know that most of my other just regular crawlers, scalers, would not make it through there. Now, I didn't heat up my tire or cool down my tires like I usually do, but these, at only 10 degrees, are pretty squinchy still. And I didn't film the whole thing. We were just outside 15 to 20 minutes, running through the snow, and those tires did not get hard. So, good job, Axial. So everybody, thanks again. Like and subscribe. Don't worry, this is not the end. I will be uploading a video probably before this one comes out for the last Versus Challenge preliminaries. But don't worry, I've got a couple more projects in the works. Next one's probably going to involve the Enduro Sendero. Yes, that name, Element. So thanks, everybody. Let me know what you think. Hit up my comments like normal. I await your replies.